There's a war going outside that no one can escape from, was a line from the 90s rap group Mobb Deep. Rest in peace, Prodigy. What was the war that Prodigy was talking about? When you look outside, you don't see tanks riding up your street. You don't see soldiers. You don't hear explosions from bombs necessarily. Depends on what neighborhood you live in. But you don't see airplanes and things that you associate with a war. So what war was Prodigy talking about when he said that line? The war he was talking about is the war over your mind. It's like symbolizes like a battle in the sky. The sky represents your mind or your brain. The war specifically, even more so than the mind, the war is over your perceptions. Because how you perceive things is what makes your reality real. How you perceive things can also change your biology, your behavior, your genetic code even. According to neuroscience, your perception is very important to the way you live your life. Your perceptions are controlled by your beliefs. Now back to what I was saying in regards to the war that's going outside. This war that I'm talking about is not a loud war. It's a quiet war. And for quiet wars, they use silent weapons, weapons you don't see. They're weapons right in front of you, but you can't see it. It's like a fine mist that the naked eye can hardly detect. But the war is over your mind and how you perceive things. And your perceptions come from your beliefs. In a famous book that I read in the 90s called Behold a Pale Horse, the first chapter is called Silent Weapons for Quiet Wars. Now, I'm not going to get into like conspiracy theory things, because the way I view that book now compared to how I viewed it in the 90s is different. But the book is definitely some real deal information in regards to how things work in the society that we live in. Now, I'm not going to say everything in the book is 100% true. That's up to your perception. But your perception makes your reality. Remember when I said, when you change your mind, you change your world. So the beliefs that you have is what gives you your perception. We have this lesson where it says, why does the devil teach and keep our people illiterate? And it says so that he can use them for a tool and also a slave. He keeps them blind to themselves so that he can master them. Illiterate means ignorant. And ignorant only means to ignore. You're ignoring the facts. Someone is feeding your subconscious mind. Why your subconscious mind? Because your subconscious mind is where you get your habits. This light is hot. But it's where you get your habits from. It's where you get your behaviors from. So in hypnotherapy, what we do is actually calm and relax the conscious mind, which is your creative mind, and talk directly to your subconscious mind. Now, what neuroscience is saying, if you check out some neuroscientists, what they're saying about the mind, they say that 95% of your day is spent in the subconscious part of your mind, and only 5% is spent in your conscious part of your mind. What does that mean? That means that 95% of your day is based upon habit. It's based upon memory. It's based upon things that have been programmed in your subconscious mind. Most of those programs, whether you know it or not, are negative programs. Most of the programming that you have in your subconscious mind, where does that come from? It actually comes from your childhood. If you check out this dude, this scientist I'll be looking at sometime, his name is Dr. Bruce Lipton. He talks about the first 6 years of your life, you're in a natural state of hypnosis. Why? Because a child during the ages of 0 to 6 is actually in the theta range. The theta range is the deep relaxing state that we use for hypnotherapy. This is the super learning state, how to reprogram your mind. In my next set of videos, I'm going to do a series on programming and reprogramming your mind. Remember, your perceptions come from your belief, and your perceptions is what makes your reality. Peace.